Hello, friends. Welcome to this channel, Center of Excellence Pharma Flow. Our objective is to discuss about various emerging technologies in each episode and share our knowledge with the industry people, people like you who are working on the shop floors, manufacturing areas, and how it can help you to achieve operational and business excellence. In this episode, I want to discuss about the Flow Unleashed and how AI, that is artificial intelligence agents, are really going to work and contribute into the betterment. To brief you about our focus areas, we have developed a concept Center of Excellence Pharma 4 with an objective that how various emerging technologies like cloud, artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotics, blockchain, how these technologies can play an important role and helping pharma industry to solve their problems, challenges, and help to achieve Pharma 4, which now almost every pharma company is looking at it to have a complete seamless data sharing to offer patient a better safety and a confidence. So we have various social media platforms. On Udemy, we have a course on smart manufacturing in pharma, which has got about 20 modules. The user can pick and choose with the module of his interest and then go on integrating it with other modules. Our YouTube channel was launched about 5 years back. Today it has got about 358 videos, starting from business strategies, challenges with the technologies, challenges with the pharma domain, reaching up to the audits and validation. Podcast channel which you are now listening is a 93rd podcast, and we also have a book series, Center of Excellence Pharma 4. Right now, there are about eight books are being published, which are available on Kindle and paperback. I do suggest, I request to all of you to look at these details. I'm quite sure this will be very useful to you. Share this with your network also. So let's start with an agenda. I will give you a brief introduction and then we'll discuss about the bottlenecks which are addressed by AI agent. The bottlenecks are like lack of end-to-end visibility, supply chain disruptions, inefficient demand forecasting and inventory management, operational inefficiencies and logistics, and documentation required from the regulatory compliances and security. And where there is an impact of AI agents. So that's a brief thing which I want to cover up. To discuss about the introduction, as we know, every pharma company is looking out for operational and business excellence. They have to improve onto their efficiencies. It could be the various resources optimizations into the manufacturing and distribution logistic processes. So AI agents can analyze the data in a real-time basis. So we are moving from our old analog systems to the digital system, digital transformations and all. This is where AI agent can pick up the data on a real-time basis, and that helps to improve the decision-making process. So we always discuss when we are moving from old analog system to new digital system is the data-driven decision-making system, which helps you to take correct actions, correct decisions, quick decisions, basically because your real-time data is available. And this increasing visibility of your products, batches, materials, the steps or stages, either into manufacturing or into warehouse or into the logistic is available. And this helps you to take a correct decision. So earlier there were challenges into the silos based systems because all these systems were not integrated. They were not being able to share the data. Now we are looking at for the seamless data sharing, and this is where it boosts the resilience and transform the traditional workflows onto the digital workflows around this. And so we are now able to think about the global supply chains and all. So earlier system we had a lack of visibility, as I was mentioning into the last slides. It was very difficult to anticipate what disruptions could come. Maybe because of the non-availability of material, non-availability of manpower, non-availability of machines or something like that. And then it was creating the disruption, it was creating the production delays, and then it could also happen into the transportation delays or something like that. And this visibility data was not available. Now with an AI agent, this end-to-end visibility is available. So you can monitor your production, inventory, logistic into the real-time basis and all. And when you think about it, it can go one more step further with an IoT sensor, which you can integrate with your machines and maybe the transportations and everything also in the cold chain or some. And that helps you to generate a strategic insight about your plant capacity, operations, and possibility of innovations and improvements and all that. So real-time monitoring from material sourcing to the final delivery is the basic benefit about it. Now, when we discuss more details about the supply chain disruptions, now the businesses are becoming a global. So there are more vulnerabilities are available. So susceptible disruptions which are there, again, as I mentioned, from material shortage, production delays to the impact onto the patient's treatments and all that is there. So this disruption, AI agents can really take into consideration and does risk management, autonomous data sharing with the managements and all is available. Like some of those examples can be shared over here is into the logistic part of it. In case if you find there are in some challenges or geopolitical problems are there into deliveries or something, you can think about rerouting the deliveries and all those things. Or in case if you find up there are problems into some manufacturing equipment or something, you can either take a decision, you can modify your production schedule, shift to some other product, or maybe outsource it to manufacturing something. Or if you find a problems into your suppliers or something, you can order to some other suppliers or something, or you can change your plans ever. So this is what is the benefits what really AI agents can contribute it on. And AI agents can move one more step further to do the predictive analytics also, either into the forecasting or availability of the machines or something like that. So the continuous data analysis can really play the important role along with an AI agent. Now, some of the uh, problems or challenges I want to discuss slightly more details basically. The challenges into the demand forecasting are always there because no, there are we have to take into consideration the just-in-time models actually, because the market conditions are changing. Maybe again, either could be a competitor or maybe some other alternative medicines or maybe shift from the patients to some other alternate medicines or products or something. So demand forecasting is the most important thing. And what has been observed is that drug shortages play a critical role, no, from the customer or a patient to shift it to some other product. So it is very important and difficult to accurately forecast the demands and all that actually. Over here with artificial intelligence, AI agents and all that, you have a real-time data available and that with your AI modules with machine learning, you can constantly go on changing those requirements on the productions and all that. And this improving forecast really plays a critical role because that is linked up to your inventory. So a higher inventory may lose your profitability, lower inventory may lose your customers or a patients or something. So this is a very important area which traditional methods were not been able to address it, which AI agents can really help you. And that improved your inventory management, can reduce the stock outs and all that, and that will also reduce the inventory carrying cost maybe by 15 to 25%. It all depends upon your operations and all that, but these are the normal figures which have been observed into the various surveys and all that. So oversupply and undersupply, both the things are to be managed, which AI can help you. Another thing is into operational inefficiencies and logistic also. Manual processes have challenges mainly into temperature and sensitive products and cold chain and all also. So this is where the areas like IoT and robotic process automations can streamline the operations and all that. And with the real-time data, you can reduce the order to delivery cycle time by 10 to 20%, or smart automation when you're linking up the cold chain and all that can help you to improve the quality assurance to the customer and patients and all. And then increasing the accuracy about the data and throughput can also help build a better automation, and that can lead to the route optimization, because finally your logistic cost depends upon the uh, time it has taken, the mileage it has covered up, and all that, and then the traffic patterns and linking up with the weather conditions and all that. So these are the benefits which AI agents can contribute it. So it's a very important thing. Finally, this data has to also get linked up to regulatory compliances and security. So there are challenges in regulatory compliances are there, because it requires a huge amount of data to be compiled and to be written down. So manually it takes a lot of time and all that. And then there are different regulatory bodies have some different requirements. So this data, when it comes from the digital systems, it automatically gets converted into the documentation, and it is a errorless. Most important thing is that this has got a big benefits into manual operations over the uh, technical operations have a more benefit than the manual operations at all. So AI integration also helps you in the enhance security. Now, as I mentioned in the earlier, that blockchain and IoT sensors can work together along with an artificial intelligence AI agents that will help in improving the traceability and security, along with the compliance really big part. So that these are the benefits are there. So how is this AI agents are going to contribute it? So you have a proactive as well as predictive management, which ensure the essential benefits medicines can reach to the patients or user faster and in a better quality condition at a cheaper and competitive prices and all that. So this improve the reliability of the digital supply chain and all. So when we are looking at it, this digital transformation, a lot of benefits are there. It frees the human experts for better jobs or better innovation or more ideas and all that, and it can help in a continuous product and deliveries and processes improvements and all. So we always discuss about it's a intelligent automation to create a smarter supply chains and all to enhance the overall efficiency in that. So I think I gave you a brief idea how AI agents are really going to contribute it into three areas. One is into the distribution logistic, then into the manufacturing, and third into the reliance of the documentation compliances and all that sort of a thing. So more details you will also find on to our other social platforms. We have a data system which we have built up, digital ecosystem. I'm quite sure you will have a lot of inputs coming up from your knowledge point of view. Do share this with your colleagues, your network. In case if you find any help is required, do write to us. Thank you. Bye.